Hey guys, Andy here. So I recently picked up the ANBERNIC Retro Console RG351MP. Now, this is actually a really great gaming device, and I'm quite surprised that I didn't actually even know much about retro consoles until quite recently. So I did a bit of research and I saw that there were quite a few models available on the market, and I went for the MP version because this actually has a metal casing. It's the most recent ANBERNIC console available. I think it came out around September of this year. There is a new model coming out. I believe it's called the 552, and that's going to have a larger display, but we can talk about that in another video. I just wanted to give you some brief thoughts on this particular unit. So it comes packaged in a quite a sturdy box actually. I like the minimalist packaging that it arrives in. It's simply got a schematic picture of the console. Very minimalistic. You open it up. I've already opened it, but just want to quickly show you some of the stuff you get in the box. So it basically comes with a Wi-Fi dongle because it doesn't have inbuilt Wi-Fi. The version before this, which is the M version, does, but that has a slightly smaller screen. It's got some wipes in there, some brief instructions. Sorry, this is the Wi-Fi dongle, apologies, and this is just a USB to USB-A connector, I believe, and a screen protector, which I haven't actually bothered to put on. So this brings me to a few points which I really wanted to discuss. So it does come with a game emulation micro SD card, which, to be honest, is quite poor. So you have a TF1 slot, which is used for the actual operating system. I am new to this, so I believe that is accurate. So apologies if someone who's got a lot more knowledge than me knows otherwise, but I believe this is for the operating system and the games actually go on a separate SD card here. So these come in the box. They're quite poor quality, and although it does come pre-installed with a number of games, a lot of the ones I actually wanted to play were missing from here, so that was a little disappointing. So we can see what's pre-installed. The artwork is actually quite off as well. So I know it appears that I'm being quite dismissive of some of the content that's preloaded, but you can play it. But what I would actually recommend is for you to install your own software or to get an SD card from someone who has it already installed on there for you. I mean, you can check online and buy these if you like. So we can see a number of systems. We've got Capcom Play System 1, 2 and 3. Got a few MSX games as well. PC Engine, not even sure what that is. But here we go. This is back to some familiarity, or for me anyway. We have classic NES games, Game Boy, SNES. So there's quite a few to actually go through that are pre-installed. N64, not many there. Personally, I found N64 games were a little unplayable. So this console is great up until perhaps PS1 level games. So looking at about 32-bit, it does struggle a bit with the N64 and Dreamcast emulation games. Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, 16-bit, so your Mega Drive / Genesis and SNES games all work perfectly on this. I've got some Game Gear games there, Dreamcast. Even the PlayStation 1 games, a lot of them work fine. I've just had a few issues saving on some of the stock SD cards that have come with the device, but I'm going to be putting my own SD cards in here, so something of a higher quality and hoping that some of the issues I've been facing with the stock memory cards is alleviated. Okay, I'll just quickly go over some of the features of the console. So we have an OTG port, we have a DC port here, headphone as well, L1 and L2 shoulder buttons, R1, R2. Find them very comfortable overall. The D-pad is really good, responsive, no issues with it at all. The analog sticks are also great. Playing PS1 games with them has been an absolutely fine experience in terms of comfort. We'll have the buttons here as well, which they're slightly bigger than the Switch buttons. Again, very comfortable. Overall, holding the device, it's very portable. It comes with 1 gigabyte of RAM. It's got a 640 by 480p IPS display. The display really does go quite bright, so I would actually recommend bringing the brightness down. I mean, mine's at 15%, and if I put it up, you can see it's amazingly bright at 100%. I don't even know who could actually use it at that brightness, to be honest. But if you're playing outside in bright sunlight, could be a good option for you. So build quality is actually really impressive. It's made from metal. I would be a bit careful with it. I think if it was dropped, you would definitely badly damage the paintwork. So try to avoid that. You've got some big bold lettering here. I wish this was a bit smaller. Appreciate that some of this information may need to be provided for legal reasons, but yeah, I mean, it is quite in your face if you actually are playing it in the train or in public. I haven't found any skins for this console, so that would have been nice if I could find some and perhaps cover up. But overall, I think that the finish quality really is good. There is a bit of looseness in some of the buttons, but it's no big deal. They still press very well. The actual controls on the front are great, and overall I am actually really impressed with this console in terms of the build quality. You've got 2 speakers at the bottom here, so when you're playing, they're not obstructed in any way. Okay, so just to show you a bit of the gameplay, we'll go and have a look at something from the Game Boy perhaps. So I've been dabbling with a bit of Link's Awakening, so we'll see how quickly it boots up. Okay, so once it's loaded up, you simply need to just load up your save, which I have one already here. So you go to the RetroArch software and you can simply navigate to the quick menu and go to load state. There are shortcuts I think you can do as well. And then, so this is where I last was. And from the RetroArch software, you can actually load up a previous game as well. So one game which I think runs really well here is Mortal Kombat. And this is something that I was really looking forward to playing on a retro console. ABACABB. Huge nostalgic value to anyone who grew up in the 90s. So you can see that it works quite well. It's a bit difficult for me to play when I'm filming this, but there you go. So I've been really impressed with this particular emulation. I think it's absolutely amazing, and to play this on the move or anywhere else, it's going to be very exciting. So yeah, I mean, a lot of the games do work well, but I have had some issues with saving and freezing, so once I've put my own SD cards in there, I think this is going to be an absolutely fantastic device, and I would highly, highly recommend it. As I said at the start of the video, that if you do want a bigger version of the ANBERNIC, there is a model which is coming out imminently. I think it's going to be released very soon from what I can see online anyway, with rumours, etc. I think it's called the ANBERNIC 522 or 552. So it's got a larger display on that. I think it's a 5.5 inch. So keep an eye out for that if you are interested in another display which is bigger than this. But personally for me, I think this is a great size display, and really looking forward to trying this out on my commutes and when I'm away from home. Even playing it at home as well. Definitely a great buy. Cool, thanks for watching, and if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll be posting some more ANBERNIC retro gaming content in the future. Just let me know in the comment section what particularly you'd like to see, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next video.